The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Someone find Nick Jonas. Bring him to me.
Hello.
Nick. There he is.
Hey.
Happy day one for the new album. Midnight Sunday Best out. And now it's a whole new life. How you feeling about the release so far today?
Incredible. Early reactions are just the best. I love seeing people shout out their favorite song. It was important for me to put this whole thing out and just give, the audience a chance to just digest it and kind of, apply it to their own life and find their connection points. And I love seeing that. And last night I actually played the whole album in its entirety live for the first time right here in New York City at Irving Plaza. It was an amazing show.
And then the Blue Note, the world famous Blue Note in the Village tomorrow night. And then
Blue Note, well, in LA actually. So
wait, hold on. Wait, Nate. There's a Blue Note in LA?
Yeah.
What?
There is.
They can't have that out there. That's a New York thing.
LA. They're always copying.
You know what, Nick? What I'm hearing from all of my friends who've heard every inch of the album, Sunday Best, they say all solo albums are very personal. This is ultra personal stuff.
I wanted to give people a window into my life and kind of my experiences over the last couple of years, and between Gut Punch and songs like Princesses, which is about my daughter, and all of it. It's got that sort of window into my world.
So when you open this window into your life, you're actually looking through that window at yourself? I mean, it must be very, very, very cathartic to learn more about you in the process.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that it's taken about 2.5 years to make this record, but in some ways, I feel like it's 33 years.
Right.
Snapshots of my life and of my experiences that just took some time to sort of find a way to articulate.
Sunday Best, of course, the album from Nick Jonas that came out at midnight. I got to say before we get back to the album, your interview with Jay Shetty was amazing. Talking about your daughter and bringing her into this crazy world of ours in a crazy way. And I don't think I've ever seen you be so personal about something that most people would find very private. Are you still feeling that was a great interview you did with Jay?
Yeah, we've known Jay for a long time, and the safety net of knowing that you're speaking to a friend allows for, things like some of the topics we discussed to be a bit more natural, and for that doorway to be open.
I know that this is not obviously your first solo album, but this is maybe your most personal. What are the nerves like before it comes out?
There's not a whole lot of nerve. I mean, it's just you hope that people kind of find a way to connect with it in their own way. Obviously, it's my experiences and my life, but I think I tried to write it from a place where, you don't have to have lived exactly my life or my experiences to know what it feels like. For instance, Sweet to Me is the first song on the album. It's probably my favorite. And it's just about wanting to reconnect with that inner child and kind of the safety of growing up in a small town where, everyone knows each other's names and there's just a simplicity to it. As you get older and some of these situations happen in life, it just gets harder and harder to kind of access those memories. But I think that nostalgia kind of lives in all of us.
So when you talk about connecting to your inner child, what are the ways you do that?
I think, honestly, through kind of seeing the world with the wonder that our daughter sees the world. She's 4 now and got such a great perspective and outlook and disposition. And I think, trying to find ways to explain simple things, like why is glass clear? It's like, well, that's a good question. You can give the scientific response.
Look it up.
Sometimes you have to come up with something that helps shape, the sort of the worldview. And that's incredibly exciting and I would say frightening prospect, but it's so rewarding.
And now I know you're very private, and you and Priyanka are very private about your personal life. And being a mom, I know, I want to protect my kids no matter what. So before you would go on a Jay Shetty and talk about something like this and talk about these things that are going on in your life or how she came into the world, did you and your wife sit down and say, okay, we're ready to share this. This is okay. Is it like a joint decision on something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything is, we always try to make sure we're on the same page and that we're in lockstep in that way.
Doing these Sunday sessions, these intimate live performances, just after you come off this massive tour, and then I'm looking down the list of other stuff you have coming up, Nick. You've got a lot going on. Are you finding that now that you and your brothers have reconnected on stage and in the studio with each other, that this is just a journey that's going to continue until someone pulls the plug on you, or do you have to push a pause button at some point and go, I need a minute so I can enjoy all this great life I'm living?
I think, the good news is we really genuinely enjoy what we do and getting to perform for our fans, both brother stuff and solo. And if we didn't enjoy it, then I don't think, we'd be doing as much as we are. But there are times we find those windows to just kind of reset, disconnect, try to have some quiet time with the family, and for sure.
Well, Sunday Best, of course, the latest solo album from Nick, out as of midnight last night, and he's all over the world talking about it. I know you'll be in L.A. tomorrow and then London, and you've got so much going on. But let me ask you this. Is adulting fun for you? Are you starting to understand? You know what I'm saying? I'm 60-something years old. I really haven't figured out the adulting thing. I know it's kind of silly to say that. Are you really getting into the rhythm, knowing that your family, your wife, your child, your brothers, your family, and their families, it's a whole other world. Do you enjoy it?
Yes and no.
Right?
Being young and not having to worry about all the things you have to worry about as an adult is great. But, I think that perspective and life is, as we just talked about, have a kid and seeing what your worldview becomes is 1,000 times more rewarding and more fun than just having no care in the world. But yeah, I mean, it's good and bad, I would say.
Right. It will be forevermore. But the difference is now with Sunday Best out, you're telling your story, and that's I think that's a great step. And I'm looking forward to hearing every square inch of this album.
Nick, you know what they told me when I was pregnant with my kids? They said, you're protecting your kid right now. It's in your belly. Just wait till it gets out and it breathes that Jersey air.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yep. It's a rude awakening.
Yeah, for everyone. Anyway, Nick, thank you for coming on. We're going to play some music from the album and tell the brothers we said hi. And all the best to you and your family, okay?
Thank you so much. Great talking to you guys.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.